How's it going, family? I feel, I kind of feel foolish because, there's a couple different sides to it. One being that, I so readily uh, let things flow out of me that have, things that have entered my mind, and speaking of certain things doesn't, not necessarily that they're invalid, but, it's things that, you can only fill. Uh, you have to fill what you say is, uh, it's constituted a space, and you decide what you fill that with. And there's a primary thing, and elaborating on certain points. You can, you can outline, so you can seek to outline the true nature of things to make a brother or sister's accepting an invalid thing harder. Outlining the true nature of things and how logically things, you know, uh, quote unquote naturalistic in nature, are impossible. You know, but the thing is I know that the truth has been sufficient for thousands of years. As long as we've had it, when we have exposure, we have a choice. It modifies. Whether we've heard of Jesus, whether we've heard of the truth, whether we've heard of the the word of our Lord, that is revelation of God, knowledge of God. Whether we've heard or not, it holds. If you could, that every knee will bow and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord. And bless your name, God. It's I question. I don't feel like 100% right now, and I'm a dog if I say that that speak on that too much. There's brothers and sisters that um truly don't feel well, and who knows what he has for us, by anyway, you know but as I I talk about being foolish, and I there's internalizing something, and mapping it, understanding, um and solidifying it in you before you speak about it, you know and I speak what I believe, but there's things that are secondary, not even mentioned to be secondary with the, they're not even, uh, mentionable as secondary, because, I mean, it's, it's just that the truth is, it's what matters. All this is going to pass. And, it's seeking understanding serves to, uh, have conversation. It's and having sufficient understanding is to in that conversation to outline things correctly. But moving on, it's a brother was talking about us in essence just us worshiping creation, whatever in it, whatever by it, just worshiping creation, and how that's just backwards. There's if and I'm not sure how connected this is, but if you're in a room and somebody is in the room, but you have your back turned to them, but for the duration of you being in the room, you don't talk to the person, and nothing is established, then why would you talk outside of the room? Why would you? There's nothing that exists outside of the room. It modifies everything, because in essence, let's say you're alone with that person in the room, because that's the reality of it. There's nobody that's part of your private world except God. And that's just the thing. We're gonna come before the God that we knew all along. And that's what I believe, and that's what I know. That's what I believe. That's what I know, family. That's how I, just get running out at the mouth. I know, and that's one commonality is, we're as varied as we are, but I know that we have sufficiency. We have sufficient bearing, and lens and scope to perceive what things are. Very base thing, that we are created. And then when we have exposure to recognize the truth. Let's gotta move, family.